Okay, we're in TF2. We're going to be playing a little bit of TF2 and wind down. We just beat Sam's Undertale in Undertale, believe it or not. We're going to play TF2 for like an hour. Oh, it's 2-4. You know it's good. We're in the OG 2-4. With masks and shit. It was apparently big in the UK. I can't say I remember it. What kind of era are we talking, Juskill? What kind of meme era are we talking? Are we talking like By Driver and this Calypso? Actually, this Calypso is quite recent, I think. Like, comparatively, I think it's pretty recent. But yeah. Let's see. What do I want to play? That's the question. I feel like Pyro's been kind of my spirit animal recently. I'm gonna be a sewer Pyro. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna lurk in the shadows. Right. Is there a thing? But yeah. No, Undertale was cool. For context, for people that might have missed it, we just did the genocide run in Undertale. I have been trying to beat that for upwards of 6 hours. But we did it. We finally did it. I found it. It's on the cord. Alright. I'm gonna preempt. Oh shit, hang on. Alright, cool, we got him. It's all good. Alright. I thought every UK citizen knew it. Alright, let's have a look. Wish to apologise to my team. That's important video. Alright. Brilliant. Alright, I have to open Reddit. Bear with. What the fuck is this? Juska, where the fuck did you find it? I don't recognise this at all. Alright. Hang on.
Muppets on Facebook thinking you're bad, mate. I'll line every last one of your birds up and bomb them one by one. Fucking bear rat mus! I'm gonna get my Aprilla out and do burnouts on your front lawn and
then... This is the shit Team Fortress 2 cosplay competition. The spy and the scout are here.
I'm gonna chuck mud bombs at your nan's windows, you silly bastards. Think I'm a fucking ding mush, eh? I'll grab your bird in headlock and I'll shave a fucking ball. You think you don't read my comments on Facebook? I'll take it out of that bonnet and carry on driving, you little dings. Balls for all that thing.
You little ding.
Subject. This is a message for Phil Trout. You want to take piss out my curtains, mate? Have you seen State on your bird's beef curtains, mate? You can swing from flap to flap.
Fuck it, alright, that's enough of that. Fucking hell, just go. Jesus. I've seen this video. Damn, that was insightful. You know what? That was insightful. I feel like we learned a lot from that one. We learned a lot from that one. Oh shit. Damn, I haven't played 2-4 in a fucking while, actually. In a hot minute. Is that the line? Okay, got you, got you. It's so funny watching, like, kids that age acting like roadmen. To be honest, roadmen stuff in general is pretty funny. I've got to be honest. It's quite laughable. They just feel like fictional characters, roadmen. I don't know. They're like cryptids. I love roadmen shit, yeah. It's Ming. Yeah. The Calypso thing. I cannot stress, if you haven't seen the Calypso video, go watch it. I have a feeling it was a couple of years ago. It might have been like 2022, 2023. I remember seeing it everywhere at the time and I was just like, yeah, this is Spee. Alright, cool. You got him. The fucking flying demo men are intense, actually. Holy shit. The air these demo men get is insane. Actually insane. But yeah. So yeah, so as of next week we'll continue with Inscription then, guys. I should actually say about Louis... What the fuck? What? Hello? What the fuck? Is this guy a cryptid? Why is he A-posing? What? Why is he A-posing? Hello? Sir? You chill as well? What the fuck's going on? Team Fortress 2 is a game. What the hell? Alright, I'm gonna be a soldier, a thingy, and feed him a sandwich. Hang on. Alright, we did good. We did good. Alright, I'm gonna go back to Pyro now. Still laughing at the video where the guy stops his work van. He goes, "Hold on, mate. You've got a Nike trainer and a Timberland boot on. What's this about?" And the man says, who is stoned on drugs, says, "I've got diabetes." Huh? Hang on. Alright, I'm not trying to shoot things at the same time. I cannot be reading and trying to play TF2. Alright, let me read that again. Right. I don't get it, Ranger. I don't get it. I'm missing a joke. I don't see a punchline in there. I don't get it. Don't get it. Okay, got you, got you. I had a haggis and melted cheese sandwich today. How was that? I don't mind haggis, but only in certain contexts. Like, I don't know if I'd want it in a sandwich, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe. What about Marmite? I love me a bit of Marmite. We chill. I have a hard time telling sometimes. Cool. Alright, never mind. We're not. Marmite's great though. I love it. I love it. I see. Okay, so it's just more. It's like the weirdness of it. It's like unrelated to. It's unrelated to what he's got on his feet. This guy. Oh, I thought he killed them. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Whoops. See. There's like an NG nest going on down here. You know, Marmite's pretty good. I would say Marmite is something that you definitely have to warm to. I don't think it's something that everyone would like. It's yeast extract, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, at like a base level. Alright, thank you, Ranger. shit. B. Low. Ah, fuck. I thought I got him. I have seen that one, yeah, I have seen that one. The fucking the sniper's back in our fucking... Where was he? Hang on. Where's the sniper at? Oh. Oh. I feel like we gotta protect him. Is that Tommy Vercetti? Is that the guy from fuck, what's the game? Is that GTA Vice City? Is that him? Or is that a different guy? Three pyros just menacingly standing around this guy. Oh, that was sad. He perished. This is so sad. Claude is 3, CJ's San Andreas, and Nico is GTA 4, yeah. Oh. My bad. Why am I trying to make friends with everybody? This is a game where you're meant to be killing people. TF2 has like a weird bonus rule where you can just be a pacifist. I think I'm too scarred from my time with Undertale that I just don't want to hurt anybody anymore. You know what I mean? But yeah. We've had the GTA talk before, but I've got to admit I don't have a lot of nostalgia for the older GTA games, only because I didn't really play them. The only one I played was San Andreas, and as I've mentioned before, honestly, I didn't like it when I played it, but I played it with mouse and keyboard. I wonder if that was partly the problem. So I don't know. I think I want to try and give it another chance and see where I get. I've never played Vice City and I've never played 3. Oh shit. But yeah. GTA 4. I love GTA 4 the most. It's the most realistic one and grounded. I think I've been told I'd like 4, and I think 4, like, okay, so Bully, GTA 4, and Red Dead Redemption for me, and LA Noire. That's probably around the era of Rockstar games where I probably would be fine with all of them still. I just haven't played Bully, I haven't played Red Dead. I have played LA Noire, and that's a great game. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. Okay, the only 2 Rockstar games I've played are LA Noire and GTA 5. They're the only campaigns I've done. So, I need to get on it. I need to get on it. I have more on Vice City. I love that game to death. Honestly, I think I'd enjoy, from what I've seen, vibe-wise, I think I'd like Vice City and the soundtrack of Vice City a little bit more. But I still really loved the characters and the soundtrack of San Andreas, for sure. It just, I think gameplay-wise, it just felt like such a step back for me, because I'd played GTA 5, right? And I think, sadly, with a lot of these games, going back to an older iteration of something that's been kind of modernized is painful sometimes. Especially if I don't have the nostalgia for it. So I think I just became a little bit too accepting and like a little bit too like unwilling to try it because GTA 5 was so much more polished, I guess, is more what I'm saying. Obviously polished could mean 10 different things to 10 different people, but it's yeah. But no, I'd like to try Vice City and San Andreas. Give them like a proper go. I'm not too bothered about 3, to be honest. I remember watching a book club for gamers play it many years ago, and I remember seeing there was like obviously GTA games, it's like there's meant to be a bit of satire in there, and it tackles some very interesting and maybe a bit darker subject matters, but I didn't really feel like 3 handled, I don't know, 3 just felt a little bit less like what I'd want from a GTA game. It felt a little bit too archaic, and some of the things it was doing was like a bit yikes for me. I'm not usually that offended, but 3 didn't feel very good to watch, in my opinion. I just didn't really get on with it. But yeah, again, I don't know. I'm already getting trouble into work. My colleague, for a joke, blamed me as a joke. I sent a gif of Will Smith, the one that said "keep my name out of your damn mouth." Uh-oh. Yeah. Quickly deleted it and edited the message. As it was in general chat. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, that would have raised some alarm bells. In my opinion, I didn't like 5 at all that much. Yeah, that's fair enough, honestly, that is fair. Yeah, 5 definitely isn't like a perfect game by any means. I think I enjoyed it. I've also got to think back to the time period when I played it. I got my first like proper gaming computer. GTA 5 came out that summer for PC, and it was the year that I broke up from middle school. So I also have a lot of nostalgia involved, right? So it's like, I think that's another big factor for me where I'm like, I look back on that game as fondly as I do because of that, you know? What's your picture? Is that Asgore? Oh my god, Undertale! Guys, it's Undertale in Team Fortress 2, holy shit. A callback. Funny story. It happened the same to me in your past job. Oh, really? Yeah. It is funny how that happens like that, especially when you have like a bit of a rapport going with or like, you know, you're able to have a good joke with somebody in the company, like outside of like work. How do I put this? Like, if you're able to have like jokes with people that would obviously go against like professionalism, but I mean more like, okay, how do I word this without making it sound sus, because that's not what I'm going for. You know, in work you've got to be some level of professional. Like, you can't swear, you can't bring up things that are too like I mean, I guess it depends on where you work, but you know what I mean. There are like baseline like expectations with work, and the GIF that Ranger put in, for example, definitely would raise some alarm bells, right? But yeah, there are some people that like you might know from your job that you'll message privately, and you can say whatever you want. You know, I mean, the filter's not there anymore, like the work filter. But yeah, I know it happens. I got killed by Mr. White, yo. But yeah. It was an announcement for a new person joining the team, and I sent jokingly the gif of the Lord of the Rings orc saying meat's back on the menu, boys. Oh, it was a girl. Okay, yeah, that would do it. That would do it, Rich. That would do it, Pedro. God damn it. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Obviously, like... Obviously, there's nothing like, there was no ill intent meant. It was just meant to be a bit jokey, but then you realise that actually this might have multiple connotations, right? I do totally get that. I've definitely... It's just something you don't really think about in like the heat, as you're making the joke, right? It's always like a... It's always like a thing. Is it really? Going wahoo as Mario, is that considered offensive? That's true. Mario he's from Brooklyn, Luigi. Let us stole Luigi. I guess he's like Italian American, right? But yeah, I just find it weird that like that's considered to be like the Mario wahoo sound is like, is that offensive? I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I like to try and stay on top of like being quite politically correct a lot of the time. So I'm always intrigued when like new cases come up like this, where it's like, oh, that's like something that's considered offensive by this or that, or you know what I mean? It's interesting. Beef. Fair play. Yeah, no, it's yeah, I don't know, some places are also a little bit more like worried about certain things than others, right? But yeah, I don't know. Again, like I like to try and be somewhat on the pulse of like what's considered politically correct or not, because like I think it's very important for me at least to be realize that, oh, this might actually offend someone. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to outwardly do that. But at the same time, like there are some bits of media that haven't aged very well, but I still feel like from like a comedy perspective or like a nostalgia perspective, you can still kind of enjoy them because they mean something to you. It's a very like fine line, obviously. It depends on what they're joking about, but like there are some things like in comedy that have aged a lot better than other things. But I think in a lot of contexts, it's more a case of like if someone's playing a character that's intentionally very flawed and meant to be a bit of a dickhead, then that's not so bad, right? It's it's not so bad in the context of the show because they're basically having to play a character that's like that. But this guy is such a cryptid. I can't. My favorite TF2 cryptid is a posing mercenary man. But yeah, I don't know, like it's a fine line, and obviously, like, no disrespect, some people enjoy dark comedy. I'm not here to judge people on comedy or whatever. And like I like my fair share of it as well. It's just it's like it's not really something I would often then go and repeat if I enjoy it. I guess it's like oh fuck. Okay, not a friendly, noted. But yeah, I don't know, like, again, if some people like it more than others, right? And I'm not here to bash people on the sense of humour. A good example of that is back in the day I used to like adore South Park, and I still think the writing is very clever for bits of it for sure, but there are elements of it now where I'm very much like, wow, wow, I'm sort of left a bit speechless, but I think that's just because I've become a little bit more, like, sensitive to stuff, you know? It's like, it's strange how, like, that can change you, I guess, as well, right? It's fascinating. Now I don't know why I like Little Britain when I was younger. I tried watching it again and it was just horrible. Exactly, right? Yeah. Exactly. Little Britain's a very good example case of like what the humor in the UK was, what people were okay with back then compared to what people are like, or what people are willing to accept now. Like, obviously some of the skits aren't so bad, but there are some that are very, very yikes and like awful, and I feel the same way about Come Fly With Me as well. They're both very very of their time, but they're not very redeemable at the same time. They're like, they just haven't aged very well. I also just don't find them very funny either. Like, it's the expense of the joke almost is like, this character has a disability, or this person is from like a different part of the world, and therefore what they've made must be bad or something, you know what I mean? Like, that sort of thing is a bit like, huh, okay, alright. Again, I don't know, like, it's so weird, because as you say, Ranger, I used to find Little Britain funny and stuff, and I will say that, like, South Park, I still find a lot of it amusing, but I am left thinking, Jesus Christ, like, how does this fly? How are they getting away with this? But yeah. But yeah, it's so funny, right? It's very interesting. I like Matt Lucas when he's on chat shows. Yeah, Matt Lucas, I will say Matt Lucas seems very down to earth, and I like Matt Lucas a lot. I do not like David Williams at all. Yeah, agreed, Ranger. I'm with you there. I do not like David Williams at all. Comedy was different back then too. Look at American Pie. I weirdly feel like American Pie is another great example where I'm a bit nostalgia blinded by that though. I really like I like American Pie a lot, but a lot of that has not aged well. You know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of nostalgia for that. I probably watched it a little bit too young. A bit like South Park, I probably watched that far too young. But yeah, American Pie 1 and 2, I look back on, I'm like, I don't know how to put it. So, for anyone that hasn't seen The In-Betweeners, I'd say that American Pie is the closest thing, the closest thing America got to The In-Betweeners. Is that a fair comparison? I don't know. Maybe people disagree with me. But The In-Betweeners was a sitcom over here that was like 3 seasons long, and it's basically about like 4 college boys trying to get with women and trying to fit into like society and like fit into where they stand with things, right? And yeah, it has the same kind of vibes, I guess. But yeah, In-Betweeners again, same kind of problem, but you could also argue that all of the people in American Pie are trying to play college kids, and college kids, obviously, they're not going to be quite as sensitive, even in this day and age. I guarantee college kids aren't as sensitive as, like, an adult that's been out in the world and had some experience, you know, of, like, how to handle social situations, or might look into, you know, like, you know, fundamentally why they can and can't say certain things, right? You know what I mean? So it's, you could argue that American Pie is actually okay because the people they're trying to play are people that aren't as developed, and therefore they would make these jokes realistically, right? You know what I mean? Like, I think there is wiggle room in certain instances where you could say that's actually okay. But yeah, again, it's a case by case basis, I think, as well, for a lot of these. That one time at band camp, exactly. This one time at band camp, and this other time at band camp, it's a terrified fish. Yeah, In-Betweeners, if you guys want a good UK sitcom to watch, In-Betweeners is very good. I highly recommend. Again, very, very of its time, but it's one of these things where it sort of stayed in, like, the zeitgeist and the I guess, like, the overall, the psyche of, like, the nation kind of remember it. It's become sort of like meme culture where everybody is at least somewhat aware of, like, a single In-Betweeners joke or something like that. So yeah, I recommend, if you have a means of watching it, give it a go. Fuck. But yeah. What's everybody's favourite sitcoms of all time? I'm curious, actually. They're apparently coming back with a reunion episode. So, I saw this reported a while back, Ranger, and James Buckley, not Jeff Buckley, but James Buckley, one of the cast members, said that he hadn't been contacted about it. I wasn't sure if they were planning on recasting or what the plan was, but maybe since I saw something, they've said something new. I don't know. Maybe there's like a new. Maybe that's like a new thing. How I Met Your Mother. Honestly, I feel like I want to give that show a go. I don't know anything about it. It's got, what's his name? Is it Neil Patrick Harris? Is that his name? Neil Patrick Harris? Is that the main guy in How I Met Your Mother? I feel like I need to try that and Malcolm in the Middle. They're two shows that I've had, like, on my radar that I wanted to at least give a go, but haven't. But me and Jess also really want to watch Parks and Rec. We've never seen Parks and Rec. And we've both been told that we'd really like it. So I think Parks and Rec's definitely on our list of, like, something to watch semi-soon. But yeah. I see, got ya. Interesting, though. I didn't realise that there was beef in that regards, Ranger, so that's new. That's news for me. I've seen Chinatown with Jack Nicholson today. I haven't seen that. Thoughts? Instant favourite, 11 out of 10. I'm still blown away. Okay, I made a list from last time when I was asking about movies. I'm going to add that to it, so bear with. Because I think Pedro, Ranger, and yourself gave me a few. Not Going Out is one of my favourite. Yeah, you know what? Not Going Out's pretty solid. It's I will say I haven't watched it for a while, Ranger. I haven't watched it since they had kids, basically. But all of the seasons leading up to that season, I've watched and I liked it. If you like The Office and Parks and Rec, Recreation for sure. Okay, got ya. Yeah, me and Jess have been told that we'd like it, and we both love the US Office, so it might be the best movie I've ever seen. Really? Damn, that's high praise, dude. That is high praise. To be fair, Jack Nicholson's great though. I don't know a lot about the actor. I have no idea. He might be problematic. Who knows? I don't know though. Great actor though. Great actor. Controversial pick. He's my favourite Joker as well. He was the best Joker out of the... Actually, no, Mark Hamill was the best Joker, let's be real. But apart from Mark Hamill, as like animated Joker, Jack Nicholson's my second favourite. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But yeah. The Shining is... every time I like go back to The Shining, there's always something new about it. I'm like, oh my god, this film is actually very good. I know it's like a very easy pick. It's a very, like, not boring pick, but it's a very safe pick, right? But The Shining is very, very good. We'll see how I feel about it in a week, see if it stands the test of time. That's it, right? I'm often like that as well, Juskill, where I'm like, when I finish something, I try and give it a few days before I like give it a rating now, because I'm like, if I might feel very strongly about something one day, and then the following day I'm like, actually that was kind of not okay, or actually I didn't actually like that part as much. I do that a lot with a lot of not sitcom movie, what are they called, like rom-coms and stuff. Initially I'll really like them, and then after like a week of watching it, I'll be like, actually that's like down a whole score. Fucking hell, I went flying. Yeah. I've heard he's an arsehole, but I haven't looked too much into it. It's a classic for a reason. I'm sure a lot of actors are though, right? As long as he's not done anything to like outwardly hurt people, or he's done, you know, anything that will get you on a list, if you understand what I mean, then I don't know, like I think most actors probably are arseholes, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there are very few that aren't, really. Does that fully justify it? No, but you know what I mean. Like, a lot of them just kind of are. Wait, they did a really big time jump. Holy shit. So I thought they were like kids, so they did a really big time jump where they've all gone off to uni. That's insane. That's crazy. But yeah, I think my favourite sitcom's probably... Is it illegal to count something like The Simpsons or like Futurama? I think it probably is, right? So I won't count animated things. I'll try and keep it to like IRL stuff. I think I have to go with like the US Office, to be honest with you. Like, I know I'm a traitor for saying that, but like, the UK Office is very good and influential and all, but the US Office is like, what a amazing show. Obviously with Steve Carell there. I'm not as into it post Steve Carell, but the rest of it is great. 40 Towers is a solid pick, yeah. I like Friends as well, but How I Met Your Mother is a favourite. I need to admit, I've never really been able to get into Friends, but not because I haven't tried. I've tried several times to like get into it. It's not even bad. I just haven't ever been able to click with Friends. It's really weird. I don't know why. I think it's because I don't like David Schwimmer or what's the name of the really popular lady in Friends who has a whole like haircut named after her? She plays Rachel in Friends. I don't like her either. But again, that's just me being weird. I just don't really enjoy them in things, I guess. I don't know. Is it Jennifer Aniston? Is that it? But yeah, there are bits of Friends I've enjoyed though. Like seeing bits and pieces of it. And I like is it Matthew Perry? Was that the guy that played one of the guys in Friends? He's cool. I like him. Is Matthew Perry the one that died, actually? Was that semi-recent? I think it was, wasn't it? But yeah, no, there are some clips from Friends that I have really enjoyed, though. There's definitely elements of that show I like. I don't know, maybe I'll give it another go. I think Jess likes bits of it, so I might try and get Jess to help educate me as well. Wait and see. Blackadder's very good. Yeah, the first series is shit, but the rest of it's good. Rowan Atkinson, if you want more Rowan Atkinson stuff, Blackadder is great. Go watch it. Series 2, 3, and 4. Loads of people got arrested and found guilty of his death for Matthew Perry. Really interesting. Yeah, I don't know a lot about him, to be honest. I don't know a lot about him. But yeah, if I'm allowed to count it, I'd probably say Futurama's my favourite otherwise. I like Futurama a lot. Maybe not the last couple of seasons, but like Futurama when they actually ended it properly and they didn't try and bring it back for the billionth time. So I think is that season 7 or 8? I can't remember, it's one of the two. But the one where Fry and Leela finally actually get together and time freezes and they spend like the rest of their life together, despite everyone else and everything around them like being frozen. You know. Oh, you know what? How could I forget? What We Do in the Shadows, actually, that's definitely up there. What We Do in the Shadows is amazing. That might actually be above a few of the other things I mentioned. Yeah, What We Do in the Shadows is incredible. If you haven't seen that, I think it's better than the movie, personally. It's very, very good. That being said, the movie is still good as well, though. Does Taika Waititi still make things? Is that a silly question? Because like he directed What We Do in the Shadows, the movie, and then he directed Jojo Rabbit, which is an amazing. If you haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, I highly, highly recommend it. But other than that, I can't think of anything else that he's done. Man finds a time travel passage to World War II and he can move freely between the 90s and the 40s. Oh, interesting. It sounds a bit like, is it like sci-fi? Is it like Doctor Who level sci-fi? What are we talking? I don't think I've heard of that one. That sounds funky though. Was this a 90s program? Oh yeah, you're right. He did do the Thor movies, didn't he? Yeah, you're right. I would say Thor Ragnarok might be one of my favorite MCU movies. It's so good. I love Thor Ragnarok. It's great. It's the only Thor movie I actually like as well. Which I know is like absolutely crazy, but that one's the best one by like a country mile, like easily. I think that the first one and the fourth one aren't bad, but Thor: The Dark World might be the worst movie I've ever seen. I hate the second Thor movie with a passion. It's just not very good. I love Shang-Chi. Yeah, Shang-Chi's really good. Are they doing any more of those, Pedro? I haven't seen anything since. Or I haven't heard about that franchise since, really. But yeah, I've got to admit, I've been very out of the MCU for a while. The last movie I watched was Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and I thought that was a great send-off for them as well. But honestly, the other stuff just hasn't. I haven't watched Fantastic Four yet. I haven't watched Thunderbolts yet. I've been told I'd like both of those though. But yeah, I'm just not really. I haven't been in like a big MCU mood for a hot minute. But I don't know. I'll get back to it. I'm sure I'll get back to it. I've looked at chat. Whoops. Oopsie. Oopsie. Oh, Nicholas Lyndhurst is in it. Cool. And Rodney's in it. I see. Got you. Got you. You hit the 34,000 words in your novel you're typing up. Let's go. Yep. Yeah, no, I've been. Doomsday does look very good. From what I've seen the trailer, there are a few things. So I've not watched. So in terms of Marvel stuff, I got really into it when Endgame was coming out. I went back and watched all of them before Endgame came out. Because when Infinity War came out, I only had seen like maybe the first Guardians of the Galaxy and the first Avengers, and that was it. But other than that, I mean, what else was there? Then I watched all of the things that came out before that were considered canon. And then after that, I watched a few of the shows for a bit, and I watched a couple of the films that were coming out, but yeah, I don't know, like, again, since most of the films didn't really grab me, Shang-Chi was really good, and Guardians 3 was good, but everything else, honestly, just didn't get me. I just couldn't get into it. You know what, Moon Knight was pretty solid, actually. I really enjoyed Moon Knight. That was like one of the only shows I properly got into. They brought back Goodnight Sweetheart in 2016 for a special. Really interesting. Did they bring back the same people again? Hell yeah. man, there's so much death that's happened here, it's crazy. But yeah, but I don't know, like, Doomsday could be cool. It could be cool. I always got very heavily judged for my, my Marvel characters of choice though, like my favourites. So my favourite MCU characters are Rocket Raccoon, because he's a trash panda, Ant-Man because it's Paul Rudd, and honestly probably, I really like I haven't seen the Marvels, I don't know if that film was any good. I like the idea of Captain Marvel. The Captain Marvel's probably up there. Other than that though, like who else do I really enjoy? I like all of the, like, not weird characters, but I don't like protagonist energy characters. I like Ant-Man, if that gives you an idea. But yeah. I got judged a lot of the time because I like DC over Marvel. Marvel make better live action, but DC makes better animated. 100% agree with that. You know what, actually, I really enjoy Spider-Man. The multiverse movies are really good. With Miles Morales, I think they're really solid. They're really well animated as well. But that's probably the only thing that's like I maybe would disagree with you there, is like those movies are great. But yeah, Under the Red Hood is one of the best Batman films, yeah, ever. And the Atman, the Batman animated series is very good as well. I didn't watch it as a kid, but I went back to it as an adult, because it was a bit before my time, and yeah, I thought it was honestly aged very well. Like the animation's really beautiful for it as well. It's very pretty. Yeah, but that for me is kind of like how I like my Batman, is a little bit camp. I'm not a big like edgy Batman guy. I do not like actually no, it's not that I don't like them, I just don't like the vibe of them as much. I don't like Dark Knight a ton. I think it's good, but it's not my favorite. I know I'm running against like a very unpopular opinion here, but I much prefer weird camp Tim Burton Batman to Christopher Nolan Batman. John DiMaggio is the Joker in the Red Hood. Is he really? Under the Red Hood? I had no idea. He's not the best. He's nothing can beat Mark Hamill. Yeah. Hamill said he would never play the Joker again without Kevin Conroy as Batman. Yeah, that's... I do kind of get it, though. I do kind of get it. I also feel like Mark Hamill is very much a man that is like... He's had to play the same characters so often at this point. I don't blame him for wanting to step down occasionally, or like, after a long time. He's done so well as the Joker. He is like, again, he's my favourite Joker performance, I think. At least like animated Joker performance, or like voiced Joker performance for sure. I will also say that Batman in general, I think, does it a lot more for me as a franchise than most of the MCU combined. Like, when Batman is good, Batman is like the best for me. But I don't know, Guardians of the Galaxy is great. I think that's like a really standout MCU thing. I've never been much of an X-Men guy, you know? I've never really watched the movies, but maybe I'd like them. Maybe I'd like them. I know it's got huge jacked man in it as thingy. That's all I know. But yeah. Anyway, as this game's probably not going to end, I will probably wrap up in a second, guys, just because we're at our 2-hour mark. But I can't believe we beat Undertale today. It's crazy. I can't believe it. The Killing Joke is such a good graphic novel. It completely changed the entire storyline and future moments of Barbara Gordon. Interesting. So does she not become Batgirl? Is that what happens? I assume that's who Batgirl is, right? I know that, spoilers, Commissioner Gordon's daughter is Batgirl, or ends up being Batgirl. But that's in context to everything else. That's all I know. Oof. Yeah, now seems about right as a wrap up. I think she was already Batgirl at that point. She becomes Oracle, I see. I don't know who Oracle is, but I guess she's always been Batgirl, question mark? I don't know. Yeah, we're being spawn camped. This is fun. Yeah, this is not nice. We're being got. We're getting got good. Okay, right, we helped them clear spawn. I think we're gonna use that as a time to come out for now. But yeah, that's been TF2. That's been fun. That's been fun. Awesome, well thank you for yapping with me. We beat Undertale, like I said. The 30 votes for Undertale will go into Deltarune. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. Thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Having a yap. Oh, I see. Sorry, this is spoilers I'm reading, so I'm not going to read it out. I see. Okay. Interesting. That's a very different spin on it. But yeah. Awesome. Well, we're going to end it here, but thank you for watching. We beat Sans. That's all that matters. And yeah, it's time for me to eat. Have a great one, guys. Thank you very much. Flying Monkey, I'm so sorry. Welcome in. But we're about to end the stream. But thank you so much for being here anyway, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you Flying Monkey, thank you Pedro, thank you Ranger, thank you Justkill, thank you J Boogie, thank you Jess, thank you Flawberry, thank you Mochi, thank you anybody else that's popped by and lurked today. And yeah. I will be back on Monday. Monday will be the last day that you can vote for the main game before the main game is decided, so stay tuned. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you then. Have a great evening. Bye bye.